indeed to join us, and 15,000 expectant supporters here in Bremen. The event being the long-awaited fight for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship of the world between Bull Power and Monsieur Rambo. Bull Power on your right, the referee from Liverpool in Great Britain, Brian George, and with me ringside, former AWA World Wrestling Champion Paco Perez, and this is the one they've been looking forward to.
This is the one, Nick, this is the big one. Two tremendous powerhouses in action here, especially the man from Denver, Colorado. He is one mean machine, one hell of a fighter.
Bull Power, the favourite. Monsieur Rambo, the hopeful. And the crowd at last seeing what they've waited weeks to see. And as expected, the early charge, the early pressure from Bull Power.
Quite right, Nick. He nearly took the guy's head off with that first clothesline. This is probably the strongest man in wrestling today. There's nobody that can match this guy's strength. I can't see this fella Rambo lasting long.
15 rounds of 3 minutes each. That's the ultimate target, but they certainly won't see that out at this pace.
Oh, look at that clothesline again. My God, I'm glad I'm not the recipient to that. I would say that this contest would be lucky if it went 5 rounds.
And all because of the quite tremendous start by Bull Power. And to date, there's only one man in with a chance, and that's Bull Power. Out goes the French-Canadian, and Power goes after him. And these, quite frankly, are not the scenes you'd hope to see in a World Championship fight. Quite disgraceful scenes. And it's down to referee Brian George to try and get hold of both men.
This guy, Power, knows exactly what he's doing, believe me. He's thrown his man out the ring, he follows him out, he knows just how far he can get with the referee. He knows what he's doing. He'll weaken his man. Look at these punches going in. These are straight right, straight to the face. Fist straight to the face. No messing with this fella. He is truly a killer from Colorado.
Once again, Rambo takes the count. And he'll be drawing on all his vast experience to try and get out of this quite dreadful start. And there's little doubt that Rambo will have been mightily relieved to hear that end of the round, as Steve Wright comes to his assistance, and not surprisingly, with his trainer from Great Britain, El Bandito, alongside Bull Power. Not surprisingly, the positive discussions in their corner. It's a matter of mending that quite awful start in Rambo's corner.
As you can see, there's blood coming out of Rambo's mouth, and I bet there's blood coming out of his heart as well. His heart must be broken. That was a disastrous start to this one. He's given away 6 stones in weight and 6 or 7 years at least in experience. And quite frankly, he looks totally out of his class here.
Power charges to start the second round. And just as the last round finished, it's all Bull Power. Dynamite stuff from Bull Power. A quite explosive start.
This is a totally ferocious character. This guy will not take prisoners. He'll just hound and hound and hound away at his man's head until he gets submission or he knocks him senseless.
A quite furious start by Bull Power. And really, Rambo must be wondering quite what's hit him. Incessant pressure. the first signs of retaliation well into the second round, and the first real positive moves from Rambo. And quite frankly, that's been enough to get the crowd here on their feet, and they've made their allegiance quite clear. Rambo, their favourite.
Rambo's the crowd's favourite, Nick, but I tell you what, he is outclassed here by this guy. Nobody on earth could withstand these blows that this guy delivers.
And one might add, as the contest once again threatens to degenerate into a good old-fashioned fist brawl, one would say also that the crowd's delight at Rambo's resurgence is partly because of their fear that this long-awaited championship might well have ended in the second round.
People are always with the underdog, but I'm afraid here the underdog hasn't got a hope in hell.
The CWA World Heavyweight Championship at stake, all because the giant Otto Vance, former champion, has announced his retirement. It's a vacant belt that both these men are fighting for.
I've seen this full of power on numerous occasions, and the only man who could watch him, or match him rather, for me, was Otto Vance. This young French-Canadian has got to be too inexperienced. He can't possibly match this powerhouse from Florida.
Still no falls, no submissions, and for once the pressure on Bull Power.
Pressure's on a toe and ankle hold, but the young Canadian is too inexperienced. He doesn't work it, he just lies and puts his weight on it, instead of working away as he should on a toe and ankle.
A slightly better round for Monsieur Rambo, if only because he ends that round standing and slightly more confident. But Power looks and doesn't seem to be too unhappy at the end of his most difficult moment so far.
I point out to viewers that the referee has a whistle here in Europe, and that is because of the vastness of the crowd. Nobody would hear what he said in a crowd that is 50 to 20,000 here tonight. He uses a whistle and the card system, a red and yellow card for public warning.
Rambo, they chant. And this enormous audience may have seen a glimmer of light, a ray of hope. And if they've seen it, well, Rambo certainly has, as he crashes Power out of the ring. But Power, experienced enough to take a long count, to take the sting and the tempo out of Rambo's charges.
Did you see the power in that right hand there? My God, this has got to be an unbeatable opponent for Rambo. Good though he is, he's a good young wrestler. When you've said that, that's all you can say. He's not the same class as the other fellas, sure.
We're looking at the best, as indeed we should be. A World Heavyweight Championship to be won. The title of #1 in the world. And the likely outcome, at least on the evidence we've seen so far, is that that title will belong to Bull Power. Charges in again. And the flurry from Rambo seems to have been ended, at least for the time being. Urged on by Steve Wright. Wright not allowed to touch or offer any physical assistance, but he can shout, he can encourage, and Rambo seems to need it. And again, we need strong refereeing, positive refereeing.
This fella Power knows exactly how far to go. He goes to the referee, he goes to the crowd. He knows he will disorientate his opponent shortly, and he has got to cover it. I can't see this fight going on, as I told you previously. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mean machine.
15,000 people have other ideas. Rambo acknowledges their support, but not surprisingly takes his time to get back into this ring with Power. It's been a dramatic contest. We've had the good, the bad, and the positively unruly. And we still await the first fall or submission. And the biggest surprise so far, perhaps, is that Monsieur Rambo is still standing.
Of the 3 world titles, that's heavyweight championships in the world today, I would say quite positively that the CWA World Heavyweight Champion is the champion supreme, far superior to the AWA or the WWA. This fella Power would sort them all out for my money.
Vance's World Championship to be won. Power looks for the submission. Again, the crowd willing Rambo to hold out.
Not only is there a world championship at stake here, there is a very, very lucrative contract for the winner to defend his championship in Japan, the Tokyo Games. Right now, prestige is enough to keep both these men going, apart from this tremendous crowd that's here.
Again, Rambo has to take a count. He takes a long one. And both managers, Williams and Wright, look and study and wonder. And as long as Rambo stands, there's always a glimmer of hope. Faint as that may be, but it really does seem to be a tremendous effort for Rambo to make any impact on full Power.
I would say it would be a tremendous effort on behalf of any human being to make any plausible effect on Power.
Power again knows how long he can take and stands firm.
Oh, look at that, look at that. What would you feel like if you had 26 stones sitting on you whilst you were in a prostrate position like that? That can't have done Rambo any good at all.
Defense turned quickly into attack by Bull Power. He stood like a rock before falling on Rambo. And that fall certainly seems to have knocked a lot out of the French Canadian. A Better round for Power. After the slide comeback by Rambo. Paco, it's still all square.
Still all square, Nick. But on points, I would have Bull Power way, way ahead. His experience is coming through. You saw, as you said, how he switched defense into attack. He just sat down with his opponent and got straight to him. In fairness to Rambo, however, this young fella is putting up one hell of a fight. He is doing really well here, far better than I expected. What he lacks in confidence, he makes up for in courage.
And because of that courage, he fights one more round at least. He knows the people are with him, but he also knows that Bull Power is against him. And one wonders just when and if Bull Power can turn the screw that small bit further to bring this championship fight to an end.
Those headbutts in the corner didn't do him any good at all. He must be thinking now that he's standing for himself.
Well, there have been titanic battles between Bull Power and Otto Vance. Power has waited long for the chance to call himself #1 in the world. He goes for the body slam. The count gets to 2, but not the magic 3.
Before the contest, Bull Power said to me that there was nobody in the world that could possibly withstand these power blows of his. Now that Vance is retired, and I tend to agree with him. A good block there, though. A good block by Rambo. Bull Power went for a suplex, but was blocked by Rambo. And believe it or not, the young French-Canadian has actually reversed the suplex. Well, that was incredible. Fair play to the lad.
Both take a long count. And Rambo finds strength from somewhere. And momentarily, at least, Bull Power is slowed. And could this be Monsieur Rambo's chance?
Well, it's certainly his best moment of the fight so far, Nick. He reversed the suplex there and has been on top ever since. Bull Power didn't expect that. Williams, the manager of Power, is showing concern on the far side there. This is the highlight of the fight as far as the French-Canadian is concerned.
Genuine expectancy around us now. It's the first real opening for Rambo. He's overdone it slightly. That's given Brian George cause to step in, but back he comes. And this certainly the best round for Rambo. Power stays out, right comes in and emphasises the fact that that was Monsieur Rambo's round.
By far the best round for Rambo. Williams is out there with Bull Power, he's showing concern. I can't believe that the French-Canadian, he's come back from death's door here. He is one hell of a fighter, fair play to him. But look at this, Power won't be done. Look at these blows, look at them. Look at them.
You call it revenge. Immediate retaliation by Bull Power. And Rambo has to pay an early price for his domination in that last round.
I would say the right word you used there was revenge, Nick, because he would have thought that Rambo took a liberty with him. He punished him. He tricked him into coming back to the side of the ropes, pulled him out and battered him. That wouldn't have done Rambo any.
Well, the referee, Brian George from Britain, had to leave the square to ascertain some form of order and calm here. He insists that Rambo be given the chance to step back into the ring. He gives both a second chance, but they both pushed the referee to the very limit more than once in this championship fight. But on it goes, and it's all still to fight for.
Tremendous clothesline there by Bull Power, and the French-Canadian must be at the end of his tether now. No human being can withstand these clotheslines, not even. And it's tremendous force behind this Amazon of a man from Colorado.
Still no submission, still no fall, still no championship win.
I think the contest could be labelled a no-surrender contest. This guy, if he had any sense, would have surrendered a long while ago. But one must salute his courage.
Power goes for the body slam. The count gets as far as 2.
I'd say 2.5 there.
Rambo waves his success. It was close. It was very close. And certainly the referee's arm was raised for the 3rd slam on the canvas. But Rambo lives to fight on by the skin of his teeth.
This is a cobra hold. This is Power's favorite. Look at the power in the man's arms now. He's locking his arms through his opponent's arms, pushing his head away and dragging his elbow and his total shoulder out of its socket.
And still the man won't submit. Still he fights on. And almost unbelievably, Bull Power will have to do it all again.
The end of the round seems to signify the end for Rambo, but at the end of each round, from somewhere, the bell comes to save him. Back he goes to his corner for advice from Steve Wright, seasoned campaigner himself, who will blow a lot of common sense into his ear. But he cannot possibly withstand the punishment. Much longer. Williams, Power's manager, is himself a seasoned campaigner, and the pair of these will know exactly what's happening. They have been down these roads before. They have fought well for world championships before. They will be successful, I am sure.
Again, another round starts with Rambo's name echoing around this vast hall. And again, another round begins with Bull Power on the rampage.
Now where this young French-Canadian, Monsieur Rambo, gets his strength from, I don't know. He takes tremendous backings here, and from somewhere, God only knows where, he finds the courage and the confidence to come back and carry the fight to his bigger and more experienced opponent.
26 stones slammed into the canvas.
Incredible.
15,000 people up on their feet.
Totally incredible. I can't believe it. This is a strong man, the French Canadian. Not many people, apart from Otto Vance, could slam 26 stone. He picked him up as if he was a baby and slammed him to the ground. The mistake being that he didn't follow him down. That is where his lack of experience showed.
Applause again for Rambo. Power has to take another long count. He looks a little shaken, and perhaps knows that unless he's very careful, he may pay the price for not having turned earlier advantage into victory. And look at that again. Not once, but twice within seconds.
Incredible, incredible, totally incredible. I can't believe this.
Rambo on the charge, on the attack.
This is totally incredible. I can't believe that Rambo's still in there, and he's calling on the crowd for support.
Now they both fall, but the strike appeared to have come from Power, and one wonders whether he is genuinely down or whether he's seeking to take advantage here. He's up, he's the first one up, he hits Rambo. The press is on.
He's got him.
And Rambo is not going to get up from that one. And I think that he's fallen for a very old trick, and I think he knows it. But at the end of all of that, Paco, the world champion, will be Bull Power.
Bull Power, without a doubt. Nothing on earth could have withstood that tonight. What a tremendous performer. What a tremendous man. What a tremendous champion.
It took a strange tactic at the end of some tremendous attacking fighting work by Power, but he lulled Rambo into a false sense of security, and at the end of a quite tremendous performance by Bull Power, he's got what he's waited so long to have, the right to call himself #1 in the world.
And there is Otto Vance, a former champion himself, very, very worthy champion, ready to present the belt of the new champion from Denver, Colorado. He's come a long way to get it. Bull Power is the new CWA World Heavyweight Champion.